Hello everyone, myself Hitesh Kamit, working as an assistant professor at Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Technical Education and Research Center, Navsari, which is also known as MGTER Navsari. Today we are going to discuss about three-phase induction motor from subject electrical machine 2. This subject deals with the theory and performance analysis of various electrical machine. Let's see the flow of contents, introduction of three-phase induction motor, cut view of induction motor, stator of three-phase induction motor, rotor of three-phase induction motor, type of rotor, and working of three-phase induction motor. Next, three-phase induction motor. Electrical power sector is the backbone of industries, agriculture, irrigation, urban development, and almost all the segments of society. In view of this, the rotating electrical equipments play a vital role for society. Induction motor are widely used as industrial drive because they are simple in construction, self-starting, and economical. An electrical motor is an electromechanical device which converts electrical energy into mechanical energy. In case of three-phase AC operation, the most widely used motor is three-phase induction motor. The three-phase induction motor does not require additional starting device, so it is also known as self-starting motor. To get a good understanding of working principle of three-phase induction motor, it's essential to understand the construction of three-phase induction motor. In figure, we can see that a basic diagram of three-phase induction motor. A three-phase induction motor consists of two major parts, stator and rotor. Next, the cut view of induction motor. The basic part of induction motor, stator, rotor, stator winding, driving shaft, enclosure, terminal box, cooling fan, bearing, etc. Here we can see that there are two end of induction motor. The first one is driving end and second one is no driving end. Also, here we can see that the two major parts, stator and rotor. Rotor is a rotating part of induction motor. Rotor is mounted on driving shaft. The stator winding is provided in stator slot. Terminal box is used for supply purpose, while the cooling fan is used for cooling purpose, which is mounted on driving shaft. The outer part is known as enclosure. The stator and rotor do the work and enclosure protects the rotor and stator. Next, the stator of three-phase induction motor. In figure we can see that the basic diagram of stator of three-phase induction motor. The stator of three-phase induction motor is made up of number of slots to construct a three-phase winding circuit which we connect with three-phase AC supply. We arrange the three-phase winding in such a manner in the slot that they produce one rotating magnetic field. The rotating magnetic field produced in stator runs at synchronous speed. A synchronous speed is the speed of rotation of magnetic field in rotary machine, and it depends upon the frequency and number of poles of machine. Mathematically, it is indicated by Ns is equal to 120 F by P, where Ns is equal to synchronous speed, F is equal to supply frequency, and P is equal to number of poles. The induction motor always runs at the speed less than its synchronous speed. Next, the rotor of three-phase induction motor. The rotor is a rotating part of three-phase induction motor. In figure, we can see that the basic diagram of the rotor of three-phase induction motor. The rotor of three-phase induction motor consists of cylindrical laminated core with parallel slot that can carry conductors. The conductors are heavy copper or aluminum bar fitted in each slot and short circuited by end rings. The slots are not exactly made parallel to the axis of the shaft, but are slotted a little skewed because this arrangement reduces the magnetic humming and the avoid the stalling of the motor. Next, the types of rotor. The rotor of three-phase induction motor are classified as squirrel cage rotor and slip ring rotor or wound rotor. Depending upon the types of rotor construction used, the three-phase induction motor are classified as squirrel cage induction motor, slip ring induction motor, or wound induction motor. In figure, we can see that the basic diagram of squirrel cage type and slip ring type rotor. Next, the difference between slip ring and squirrel cage induction motor. The basis for comparisons are definition, rotor, construction, resistance, and starting current and starting torque. The first basis is definition. In slip ring motor, the rotor of the motor is constructed as slip ring type, while in squirrel cage motor, the rotor of the motor is a squirrel cage type. The second base is rotor. In slip ring motor, the cylindrical laminated core with parallel slots and each slots consist one bar, while in squirrel cage motor, the slot of the rotor are not parallel but are skewed. The third base is construction. The slip ring motor are complicated while the squirrel cage motor are simple. The fourth base is resistance. In slip ring motor, the resistance added external to the rotor, while in squirrel cage motor, the rotor resistance, the rotor bar is permanently sorted at the end of ring, so it is not possible to add any external resistance. The fifth base is starting current and starting torque. In slip ring motor, the starting current is low and starting torque is high, while in squirrel cage motor, the starting current is high and starting torque is low. Next one is the working principle of three-phase induction motor. In figure, we can show that we can see that the basic diagram of three-phase induction motor. When a three-phase AC supply is given to stator winding, a magnetic flux get produced in stator due to the flow of current in coil. The magnetic flux produced by stator winding rotates at synchronous speed in air gap. The flux from the stator cut the short-circuited coil in rotor. As the rotor coils are short-circuited according to the Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, the current will start flowing through the coil of rotor. When the current through the rotor coils flows, another flux gets generated in rotor. Now there are two fluxes, one is stator flux and another is rotor flux. The rotor flux will be lagging in respect of stator flux. Because of that, the rotor will feel a torque which will make the rotor to rotate in the direction of rotating magnetic field. Hence, the induction motor start to run. Next, the frequently asked question in GTU exam. The first one is explain the construction and working principle of three-phase induction motor. And second one is the difference between slip ring and squirrel cage induction motor. I hope you like this video. Thank you.